Bonjour, bonjour. Ravie de vous retrouver en direct ce matin, comme annoncé hier soir. Donc un direct par lequel je suis extrêmement enthousiaste puisque nous allons parler de l'importance de la respiration pour à la fois la santé mais aussi la beauté du visage, et je ne vais pas aborder ce sujet toute seule. Je vais être accompagnée par une personne formidable que j'ai rencontrée à Paris mais qui vit au Japon et avec laquelle j'aurai la joie d'organiser des événements, des ateliers à la fin du mois d'août à Paris. Donc elle s'appelle Yuki Shina, je vais l'inviter à me rejoindre et donc le live sera en français et en anglais. Yuki parle anglais, donc on n'aura pas la traduction japonais-français pour aujourd'hui, mais je m'assurerai de vous faire la traduction en français pour que tout le monde puisse suivre. Il fait bien frais ce matin, c'est très agréable. Nous avons eu des journées extrêmement chaudes en région parisienne. Konnichiwa!
Konnichiwa!
How are you?
Morning.
Good morning, yay! Morning in Paris, afternoon in Japan.
Yes.
So I'm very happy to be with you today, Yuki. So I was saying in French that I would translate also from English to French for the French followers
Oui, oui.
who will listen to the live. So that's why I'm not so sure about the total length of our live, because there will be the translation so that everybody can listen to you.
And birds are singing so behind you, and it's so beautiful.
Exactly. So, Yuki, so you are master in Denkokyo in Japan. And maybe can you explain to us what Zenkokyo is, how it works, and then also the impact you can see on the beauty, the health first, then beauty, like the natural consequence of a healthy body, of what the Zenkokyo practice can bring to the people who follow your teachings. So just a quick translation in French, and then I listen to you. Donc, Yuki est maître de Zenkokyo au Japon. C'est la représentante aujourd'hui de ce courant de respiration zen au Japon. J'ai eu la chance de faire un atelier avec elle au mois de mars, et j'ai été absolument, je vais dire stupéfaite, je ne sais pas si c'est le terme exact, mais moi qui ai fait à peu près 20 ans de yoga et donc de respiration, de pranayama, ça a été une véritable révélation par rapport à l'approche extrêmement profonde, pertinente qu'elle avait, d'une immense simplicité, extrêmement quelque chose que je n'avais jamais connu dans ce que j'ai pu pratiquer en pranayama. Donc, je vais laisser Yuki nous expliquer quelle est sa pratique et ensuite j'assure la traduction. Yuki, that's your turn.
Merci beaucoup, Sylvie. How are you? I am Yuki, so from Japan, and today I'm trying to show my bare skin. So I haven't put on anything on my face, and no spots, and have wrinkles, but I love them because my history. It means I loved a lot. Yeah, and so you about my today, and I'm so happy to share my story with you. After you, so would you like to translate?
Donc,
so, Sylvie?
Oui, donc Yuki là, how old are you, Yuki? Because this is a question that often comes, you know, because when we talk about beauty, usually people say, okay, you can talk about beauty, but how old are you? So maybe can you give us your age so that we can...
Yes, everybody should know about my age. I'm 40. I'm 49 years old, and so I have less gray hair. So this is my real hair color, and no hair dyed, and no makeup today. And maybe it looks better than the other ordinary 49 years old women, I guess.
Yeah, I confirm, absolutely. Merci Yuki. Donc Yuki, comme je vous disais, donc, est maître des Zen Kokyu au Japon. Elle va nous raconter après son histoire qu'elle m'avait partagée, un parcours vraiment de la maladie, de la souffrance physique à la santé finalement, ce qui a été vraiment le point de départ de son investissement dans la respiration zen. Donc Yuki a aujourd'hui 49 ans. Et pourquoi on a décidé de s'associer aussi toutes les deux? Parce que nous sommes toutes les deux convaincues qu'un visage qui vieillit bien et un corps qui vieillit harmonieusement repose sur un équilibre global, notamment au niveau de la santé. Et finalement, la clé de voûte de tout cela est au niveau de la respiration. Donc là, Yuri nous dit pas de maquillage, pas de teinture pour les cheveux, juste un visage en l'état complètement naturel d'une femme sublime de 49 ans. Et donc, Yuki, I give you once again your turn to tell us a bit more about your discovery of Zen Kokyu. We'll say kind of health issues to perfect health and beauty.
All right, thank you. So I am super healthy right now, but I was not like that until when I got be 31 years old. So since my high school days when I was 16 years old, so I had super headache. And that headache had never stopped for 15 years. So when I become 31 years old, so I met breathing method, so written by master Ekaku Hakuin. So that book was written around 260 years ago. Yeah. And so before achieving that books, I tried every single medical care. So went to the huge large hospitals and everyone told me all to say the test results, you are okay, but my headache never stopped. So I screamed all day long for 15 years, and I gave up to. So even though I was, and in my 20s, that was living in a hell. So not just a headache, and also the other things. It's like drowsiness or the coldness, or of course constipation. I used to be fat, really fat. Yeah, and I went to the fitness gym, but I never lost my weight. But now look at me, I don't do any exercise, but so I have a very smart body. Yeah, thanks to the breathing. And yeah, and so I just want to tell you, so if you want to be healthy, so there is a very simple health method. It's natural for living beings. It's like a living animal. Yeah, so nowadays, so our lives are really convenient and easy and quick and fast. Yeah, but our body is exactly a part of the nature. And so nature rhythm is totally different from the rhythm of our lives right now. And we have to try to get back to the natural rhythm and position and breathing as well. And I just realized how to do that. And I just get back to the natural statement. So try to get back my body and mind to the natural statement. And look at me. So I just get back to the natural healthy body and the mind. And it's so easy and simple coming from Zen world. Yeah, everybody could do that because I could do that. Yeah, I was so unhealthy, but now I'm so confident about my health, and so year by year, so my level of the health is increasing, getting better and better, and I'm so enjoying my aging. I find my great.
This is an amazing listen. You can say I will translate just after, but just for this also we can listen. I feel also that indeed this is a process, and I totally share what you feel also in the idea that we'll live in a totally artificial world. And this is of course very simple on some. We have food very easily. We can find everything very easily. We can have our clothes washed. We don't need everything is so simple. But our body is suffering from this lack of being used to its proper energy level, and so we age quite quicker. And I feel, I'm very impressed in big cities to see young people, because I have the feeling they look old. They are 20 in Paris, and I feel they look old. Well, I translate because some people ask for translation, and then I'm back to English and you. Donc, Yuki nous parlait de son parcours finalement vers la respiration zen. Donc, c'est une jeune femme qui, donc toujours jeune femme de 49 ans, mais qui, quand elle était plus jeune, entre 15 et 30 ans, a souffert de migraines chroniques qui l'ont totalement handicapée, de problèmes de poids, de problèmes de constipation, et donc l'impression finalement que la vie était une souffrance. Et c'est vrai que pour les personnes qui sont migraineuses, c'est extrêmement... c'est un parcours du combattant finalement, et cela se voit bien sûr aussi sur les traits du visage si on fait le parallèle avec l'esthétique, parce que toute la souffrance va nécessairement créer énormément de crispation au niveau du visage. Et donc après un parcours médical au travers toutes les techniques traditionnelles, enfin, on va dire conventionnelles, elle a finalement découvert la respiration zen, donc au travers d'un écrit datant de pratiquer cette discipline et à retrouver le chemin de la santé, et a l'impression aujourd'hui que finalement elle a un corps qui n'a jamais été en aussi bonne santé qu'à 40 de vieillissement, qui ne peut que bien se produire puisque le corps est en équilibre. Et on voit aussi que le visage de Yuki est parfaitement symétrique, et ceci est la traduction aussi d'une parfaite respiration équilibrée. Alors vous le savez, nous dans notre approche, dans mon approche yoga du visage, et notamment dans mon dernier livre Mes secrets de beauté holistique aux éditions Le Duc, en lien avec la médecine traditionnelle chinoise, on fait le lien entre ventre, poumon et peau. Et on a cette notion de microbiote en disant oui, effectivement, ce qui se passe au niveau de la peau est très... Et avec Yuki, nous pouvons aller plus loin finalement dans cette perspective en disant mais la façon dont on respire très concrètement a notamment un impact sur le ventre et bien sûr un impact sur la peau et l'équilibre global. I was saying, dear Yuki, that I was also making the link with, in France now, this is very popular to say that the quality of your skin depends on your belly and depends on your microbiota. So how well your belly functions, how well you can expel things that need to be expelled, and if you have good bacteria in the gut, then you will have beautiful skin. And in traditional Chinese medicine, we have these three organs which are linked together: skin, lungs, and large intestine. And we also have heart, small intestine, and also all the blood flow that goes through the body. So I was saying that breathing is the first step, because it's where we can inhale what we need from the outside world and expel what we don't need from the inside world, and this makes our body is constantly refreshing itself in a way. But I will let you talk about it because you are the expert, and that's how it helps being balanced in a way and having all the fundamental functions of the body working properly. So I let you talk to us about this.
You. So we breathe unconscious normally. Everybody so never care about the breathing so in a whole day. So it's the most important so life movements so to be alive. Yeah.
And that's what makes the difference between life and death, because when we die, when we are died, we no longer breathe. So that's the real
But we don't care about the breathing because it's done automatically. So, and we believe we breathe by ourselves. But is it true? I don't think so. It's done automatically. And if your statement is not very good, so maybe you can't breathe well. So it means you are creating your breathing shallow or quick or something like that, and natural pattern. Yeah, and so we have to get back to the natural, easy, and deep calm breathing. So by ourselves, everybody can do that if they breathe. Yeah. And firstly, most important thing to breathe well is having something. Do you have any idea? So should be knows about it, but maybe the other people so hasn't noticed about it yet. That is the
Oh, so you can carry on. Carry on.
Okay. So what about the posture? Yeah, everybody says my posture is not very good, or my posture is awful, but it means you can't breathe well and deep. So you are creating shallow, quick breathing by yourself. And this is other problem. So we don't know what is a good posture, a natural posture. Nobody knows it anymore. Yeah, and everybody believes good posture is hard to do that. Yeah, so I am coming from Tokyo, from Osaka, so this afternoon. And so I took a Shinkansen. Have you ever heard of it? Bullet train in
Absolutely.
Japan.
Yeah.
And I never used a reclined chair. So I never reclined the chair. So, but everybody, so when they get on the Shinkansen, they recline the chair at the beginning. And everybody believes to use a reclining chair to rely on the back is easy. But it's totally different. Yeah. So straight, so follow the gravity posture is the key to do the abdominal relax, easy, deep breathing. So look at me, I never use a recline, so back. So because it's so hard to do that for me.
Yeah, because it's not, it's unnatural in a way. It has become totally unnatural to be like bending.
Yeah. And also, if I do that, I can't use my belly and abdomen power. And power and energy is coming from here. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Area. And so if I keep this posture, so I don't keep it. So this is my natural, easy posture.
Yeah, you don't think I have to stay that way. No.
That's natural and so easiest posture. Yeah. And if I do that, so I can create my energy and power all the time with breathing. And so I never get tired because I create my energy and the power from my belly. So with breathing. And everybody can do that. So have you ever heard of the word, Japanese word, hara?
No.
Yeah, so maybe all the people knows about the Kurosawa movie. It's a samurai movie, samurai warriors movie. They cut their belly. So with ha.
Oh, yeah. I see. Oh, I know then. Okay. Yeah.
So it means harakiri or something.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Oh, you know that. So even though you are young. Great, thank you. That's good help. So it's sort of the committing a suicide to keep the pride of the samurai warriors. So they cut the belly area by themselves.
Because I read the story of a very famous tea master. I have forgotten his name. And he did so.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So it's sort of they don't want to be touched their belly area by someone. So because they believed the mind was in the belly area.
The soul, in a way, everything.
Yes, soul and spirits are there. And so the belly area, abdomen area, so it's the most important part of their body and the mind. They believed that, they knew that. Yeah, and so they think they thought of the berry area is the most important power and energy spot of the body and mind, and they could use it all the time. Yeah, samurai warriors' jobs are killing people. It's not very good though, but so yeah, fighting was their job. And also, so they are worried about the killing by someone all the time. And so before that, so they do the tea ceremony things to make their mind calm, and so make a concentration and make their body and the mind perfect. So right before the war. And so the tea ceremony was really, really so popular for during the samurai warriors. Mm-hmm. And they have to take the swords off, so into the tea ceremony room. And so there were no levels of the samurai warriors, and just so getting back to the natural born statement, so like a baby. So took nothing and just focus on themselves. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so the berry is really important, and the natural good posture. So if you have that, so you can always use the abdominal berry energy and power. And if so, it means you can create the energy and the power all the time. It's so easy. Yeah. There is no anxiety and there is no depression. So it's just a confidence around the berry. And so that was so surprising for me, because so I used to live with super anxiety and no hope in the future. And I always thought about how to commit a suicide. I want to die. I want to die. Because so my lives of the living being was so low level, and I couldn't have energy to live. But now, look at me. I am super healthy, and I'm so confident to create the energy and power, and I know how to make them and create them. And so then Kokyu is just trying to get back to the natural statement, and everybody can do that. And I love to share this simple and easy method. Everybody can do that. And so right now, and it's not depends on the age or something. So if you breathe, everybody can do it right now. And so you can transform your lives. So we're just breathing. And I love everyone to feel that confidence and energy and power you had already inside of your
exactly. That's I'm about to translate, but that's it. That's and that's why I loved your teaching, because I found it was totally aligned with the way I see face yoga, which is a different way of taking care of the body, more superficial in a way, because we will look at the appearance and the face. But this is that beauty and health don't come from outside. The body has the key to be back to balance, because it's an amazing creation of the divine in a way. And so everything is inside, and we can use tools to be back to this stage of being in balance. And then we can see that health comes from that inside balance, and beauty also, like the cherry of the cake. It's like really, okay, it's not something that you try to put from the outside, transform your face, look like someone else, look like a different age and so on, but you just look like the best of yourself at the age you have, because you have a healthy body. And health is key, definitely, because health and breathing, because breathing also impact digestion and so many body functions, and how you can take from the food all the nutrients you need and so on. It's so important also. So if you don't breathe properly, you don't sleep well, so you are tired, you don't have the nutrients you need. And this is kind of vicious circle that you can totally reverse when you learn, when you kind of awaken the natural, learning your body has of how to breathe properly. And that's
Yes.
what I love in your teaching. So I translate, dear Yuki, and then I'm back to you. Donc, ce que Yuki nous partageait maintenant, c'était en fait l'importance donc, de la respiration, d'une bonne respiration, en nous disant, bah, effectivement, respirer, on le fait naturellement. En général, on ne se pose pas la question de savoir si nous respirons ou pas. Et c'est d'ailleurs ce qui fait la différence principale entre un corps vivant et un corps mort, c'est que juste avant la mort et juste après la mort, ce qui différencie le corps, c'est qu'il ne respire plus après. Par contre, toutes les fonctions vitales sont encore pendant quelques instants en fonctionnement. Donc, nous respirons sans le savoir, mais ce que nous dit le yoga au travers du pranayama et ce que nous dit la respiration zen, le zen kokyu, c'est que nous pouvons aussi agir sur notre respiration consciemment pour revenir notamment chez les bébés, mais que l'on voit aussi chez les animaux. Quand ils font la sieste, on voit ces profondes respirations abdominales. Et ce sont ces profondes respirations qui vont nous permettre de retrouver un niveau d'énergie, le niveau d'énergie optimal. Et vous avez très certainement entendu parler du hara, qui est très, disons, populaire quand on parle de techniques énergétiques japonaises. Donc nous, on connaît aussi le harakiri, où il y avait ces samouraïs et maîtres de thé japonais aussi, qui à un certain moment venaient se donner la mort eux-mêmes en venant transpercer ce centre énergétique extrêmement précieux au niveau du ventre. Et ce qui joue énormément sur la qualité de notre respiration, c'est la qualité de notre posture corporelle. Et dans le monde aujourd'hui, nous tenons très mal. Que ce soit au niveau du bassin, au niveau du dos, au niveau des épaules, nous avons une posture qui ne favorise absolument pas une respiration naturelle, saine. Et donc nous avons des corps fatigués, nous avons des corps qui digèrent mal, qui dorment mal. Et ceci se traduit par des effets sur la santé, mais aussi bien sûr sur la beauté, puisque la beauté, c'est l'approche que je promeus dans mon enseignement du yoga du visage, c'est la cerise sur le gâteau d'un corps qui est parfaitement en équilibre. Et c'est ce que nous propose Yuki. Alors avec Yuki, nous avons... Donc là, Yuki est au Japon. Elle vit entre Tokyo et la nature japonaise. Yuki, I was just saying that you were in Japan at the moment. You are between big cities and the countryside, where you grow organic rice and so many amazing things, but this is another topic, but food is very important as well. And you are about to make kind of world tour at the end of the summer. You are going to the USA first and then to Paris. And I'm very, very honored. And also I would like to thank Leah. I don't know if she's on live now, but I will send, because that's thanks to you that I met you in March. So Leah, if you are here, thank you so much for making Yuki come first to Paris. And I'm very, very honored because we are about to organize 2 workshops together. It's end of August, so 31st of August and then 1st September. So Saturday and Sunday afternoon, they will take place at Le Centre Élément in Paris, so center of Paris. And we have designed with Yuki 2 topics. So it will be a combined teaching of Zen Kokyu with Yuki and face yoga and face taping with me. And the 2 topics will be the first about beauty, but beauty like, okay, if you want to have a beautiful skin, a glowing skin, if you have a balanced skin, you need to breathe properly because the skin is a breathing organ. It breathes all the time. And the pores we have on the skin are like little mouth and nose that breathes constantly. And if you don't breathe properly with the nose, the lungs, and the belly, then your skin will look like dull, lack of glow, lack of tone, and so many things all around. So the first workshop will really be dedicated to beauty. And I will also introduce face taping. Yuki, do you know about face taping? You know, when you put on like stripes on the face, because it helps to open, especially around the nose. It helps also unblock here the nose, and it also helps alleviate all the tensions we have on the face. So we will combine the Zen Kokyu teaching by Yuki and the posture. And I was impressed, Yuki, you know what, when I followed your workshop, because I need to have another workshop with you because I feel like I'm a bit, I'm a bit losing my posture. but following your workshop, and I was leaving to Tokyo just 2 days after. It was really like perfect timing. And I had the feeling my body was so naturally straight and without any muscle tension anywhere. I was like in the metro and even on the plane, I was saying, wow, I feel like so comfortable in a standing posture. I was totally amazed. And you have a way to teach that is so full of joy. That's so, you know, so it's light, it's joyful, it's fun, and at the same time it's very meditative, but I loved it really. It was very different from the teachings I received in India, because I did a lot of pranayama teaching in India, but that was to bring this to Paris after Leah, who did it for the first, and to do that first workshop with you. Do you have anything you would like to add about our first workshop?
Come to our workshop.
Right, that's it, come. So maybe I can translate for the first workshop and then we talk about the other that is even more amazing. So, avec Yuki, nous avons la joie de donner 2 ateliers à Paris fin août, début septembre. Donc, le premier aura lieu le 31 août de 14h à 17h au centre élément. Donc, Yuki est basée au Japon, mais elle va faire une petite tournée mondiale, entre guillemets, telle une star, à la fin de l'été. Donc, elle va d'abord aller aux États-Unis, à Los Angeles, puis à Paris. Et donc, le premier atelier va vraiment être orienté autour de la beauté, puisque, de nouveau, comme nous l'avons évoqué, la peau est un organe respiratoire. Et avoir une belle qualité de peau dépend avant tout, et c'est ce que nous dit notamment la médecine traditionnelle chinoise, de la qualité de notre respiration. Il y a également l'impact de notre posture. Si nous nous tenons mal, notamment au niveau des épaules, on va avoir un affaissement des traits du visage qui va être accéléré. Donc il est extrêmement important d'apprendre à avoir une très belle posture au niveau du dos, ce qui a un impact instantané sur l'ovale du visage et tous les traits aussi, avec un effet, je veux dire, de lifting instantané. Non pas que nous travaillons directement sur le visage, mais simplement parce que nous avons une bonne posture et une bonne respiration. Ce sont des secrets de beauté que je suis absolument ravie que Yuki puisse vous transmettre au travers de cet atelier, que je compléterai moi avec la pose de tape, parce que quand on a des problèmes aussi par des rides d'expression qui vont s'intensifier, notamment ici au niveau du sillon nasogénien, parce que donc quand on vient poser les tapes, ça va à la fois lisser le sillon, mais aussi ouvrir les narines et permettre vraiment d'avoir une meilleure respiration. Donc on va combiner face taping et Zen-Kokyu. Premier atelier le 31 août de 14h à 17h au centre élément. Je vous mettrai le lien sous la vidéo et puis également en story. And we also have a second workshop. And this was even more amazing, Yuki, because it will talk about hormonal balance for women at any age. So it is open to, it can be open to children because they can breathe a little bit, especially for teenagers who just have their first menstruation, for women all along their reproductive period time when they menstruate, but also for women in perimenopause and menopause phase, which can have a lot of side effects of the hormonal change, which they can totally work on through Zen-Kokyu, right? Can you tell us a bit more about this amazing power of Zen-Kokyu for hormonal balance?
Yeah, firstly, we don't need to use the napkins for the period. So we can control, so we can take them away at the restroom. Yeah, and so because I didn't need it, and
wow.
So I toilet maybe once in 2 hours or so, and do the breathing things. So in the restroom, so private space, of course. Yeah, and take them away consciously. So it's just breathing. And so, of course, you're breathing and just conscious breathing of Zenkokyu. And so take them away. So use the muscles at the there.
Perineum. Also, this is you use your belly muscle and also the perineum muscle. How does it work? But you will explain all this during the workshop. But I guess, but
it's a little bit difficult to explain. So because I can't show my and I can't show my holes. Yeah, it's a secret area.
It's a secret area, yeah.
And so I will show you how to do that. And so let's do that together. And it will be so fun. So to feel the inner power and energy inside of you. And it's easy. Everybody can do that. Yeah. And maybe everybody can feel that right now. So because we just don't know how to use that. And so we just use it as napkins, and it's easy to follow that. But so we don't need it. So maybe the 200 years ago, no, 100 years ago, so there were no napkins. And so any Japanese could do that.
Wow.
So because women didn't wear the underwear, pants, so kimono covered it, and so there were no pants. Yeah, they could do that. Yeah, of course they had to do that, but so it was not difficult for them because they had a natural good posture to use the muscles to close the holes by themselves.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I knew that, but I just thought, no way. So ancient could do that, but us, we couldn't do that. I just thought so. But it's so easy. Yeah, and if the teenager get to know how to do it, and so their lives and their future will be so easy and bright. So everybody believes like us. So period time is not very good, and the period time is annoying. But if you can take them away at the restroom, and your and your belly works well, maybe they would have the fantastic, brilliant, and like enjoyable period.
Wow. Yeah. And I was, because we also have a lot of issues now in the Western world. I don't know if the same in becoming less and less able to control not only the blood from menstruation, but also all the elimination processes. So I'm very, I'm shocked because now they talk about protection, but even for 40 years old women, okay, maybe if you are too relaxed, you won't be too able to, you won't have time to go to the toilet. And so you need, I said, what's happening to us? Honestly, what's happening to us? We are just losing. So something's happening, definitely, because I guess the lack of physical movement, the sitting posture all day, do that. We are lacking a lot of fundamental body functions that in the past were absolutely no issues, and that which are becoming more and more issues now. So I guess what you teach helps for menstruation, but can also help for women, aging women, who feel like they have less and less ability body, right?
Exactly. So the people in their 40s or 50s, or of course 60s, 70s, they are worried about to becoming aged. Aging is sort of the not fun thing for everyone. But if you can use a body and mind, inner power and energy, so by Zen Kokyu, they definitely love to aging because
because they don't lose the body function because they keep on sustaining this natural function inside the body. So this is the first part of the workshop. Menstruation, how to control the blood flow and don't feel like neither. Also alleviate a lot of pain in the body before menstruation, and making that the menstruation are not something that we want to avoid at all costs, taking sometimes very poisonous pills also, because I have some students who have a lot of inflammation in the uterus, so they have a lot of issues with awfully painful menstruation. They're trapped in bed for 1 week. They can't go out. They just like
I used to be like that.
Okay, so that's why I wanted to talk to you about it, because I'm sure everything is linked. It's kind of inflammation process in the body, and breathing properly cools down inflammation in a way that no pills can ever do, because it's another process. So I guess this is also a workshop that can be very, very good for young women who suffer from menstruation. So usually also it comes from a lot of skin issues, because hormonal imbalance also creates a lot of pimples on the skin, and sometimes they also take some pills, because not only for menstruation but also because they have so many pimples that they want to find a solution, but this is not a long-lasting dimension. And we also
have solution.
We have solutions, exactly. And also because I'm 45, you are 49, so we are gradually entering into another phase of our women life.
Yeah. Wonderful word.
Well, exactly. And this also because I don't know how it is in Japan. In my learning of traditional Chinese medicine, I was amazed because they were talking about menopause at the second spring. And I said, wow, this is so different from what we hear here in the Western world. I think that women are just like, even maybe they're no longer women after menopause. We don't know.
Forever women.
They don't like old, wrinkled. They have no longer this kind of seduction power, and men don't look at them anymore. And I have so many clients, students who are totally depressed to enter this new phase of life. And in my teaching of face yoga usually comes into life when you say, oh my God, everything is like moving down and moving inside, and I want to find a solution. And I said, okay, but this is much more global than just the face. It's the whole body that is sending messages that imbalances are present, and they were already present in the past, but there were other mechanisms that make them quite small. But at that particular timing, it has become what you can't ignore the problem. So you have to just face the problem and find a solution. And I feel then Kokyu can also bring amazing solutions for perimenopause and menopause, right, Yuki?
Yes, of course. Easiest and the most powerful solution is breathing. So Kokyu. Yeah, and I would love everyone to use the power and energy. So because you have it already, you just don't know how to use it. And I will tell you how to do it, and hope you enjoy your aging journey.
So this is the topic of our second workshop, 3 hours once again, about Denkokyu and face yoga. So Denkokyu will be the most important part, about 2 hours of Denkokyu. And because we are so happy to have you in Paris, that it's very important that Denkokyu had the most important part of the workshop, and then 1 hour of face yoga on this dimension of hormonal balance feeling good in our belly. And for women, belly has another dimension because it's not only the hara, the center of power, but it's also the uterus. So our creativity is even more present, I feel, for women than for men. So it's so important that all women from the youngest age to the eldest age can reconnect to that part of the body and be friend with it, not like always struggling with pain and so on. And I feel also it has a huge impact physically on the appearance of the belly, because when you breathe properly, you have a flatter belly naturally, right?
Yes, exactly. So if we talk about this story, everybody says Sylvie and Yuki are special. If we do that, we can't be like you. But it's all wrong. Everybody can do that, and then everybody can have a so bright face and skin, and also the so purifying so inside
Process inside.
Yeah, and eliminate well and become aging easily and enjoyable. And I hope hope everyone try because breathing is most easiest way and also the most powerful way, and you can
And
do
it. It's here. We don't need anything from the outside world. That's what is amazing. It's just right here. That's actually, yeah, so I say to my clients also with face yoga, I say, you know what? Your muscles, they are here right now.
Yeah.
You have your hands also, they are here right now with you. So with your body, your hands, and your consciousness, you can do so many amazing things because our body are our friends, not our enemies. In fact, and we are now conditioned to believe that the body is the trouble.
Yes.
And
exactly.
And I was like, what? This is totally.
And I'm so excited about firstly doing Zenkokyu, and after that doing Sylvie's surface yoga, and the skins will be fantastic. So it's a collaborating in the breathing and so respiration, and also the surface yoga, and maybe you will see brand new yourself.
Exactly, that's our purpose, absolutely. So maybe I will translate in French and I will take the questions. Donc, notre deuxième atelier du 1er septembre de 14h à 17h, toujours au centre élément, donc Paris 4e, portera sur l'équilibre hormonal au travers de la respiration. Nous en avons beaucoup parlé avec Yuki. J'ai été impressionnée par son enseignement, par les effets que j'ai ressentis sur mon corps. Et moi, j'ai une fille qui est adolescente et donc j'ai très à cœur aussi de pouvoir transmettre cet enseignement aux jeunes femmes plus jeunes parce que je suis exposée dans les cours particuliers à énormément de situations de souffrance très fortes, notamment tout au long, alors à la fois l'adolescence avec l'arrivée des règles, mais aussi tout le long de la vie reproductive de la femme avec des règles très douloureuses, des problèmes d'inflammation, d'endométriose, etc. Et puis après, bien sûr, la période de la périménopause et de la ménopause. Et le yoga du visage est une réponse sur le visage, mais bien sûr, là encore, le visage n'est que le reflet de ce qui se passe à l'intérieur du corps. Et en échangeant avec Yuki et en suivant son enseignement, j'ai été impressionnée par le pouvoir de la respiration, telle qu'elle l'enseigne, et de la posture sur la régulation hormonale, des personnes les plus jeunes comme des personnes les plus âgées, pour que finalement continuer d'habiter son corps et d'habiter son corps de femme reste une joie et un plaisir continu parce que nous sommes alliés avec lui et que s'il est en souffrance, s'il nous fait mal, c'est parce qu'il nous passe un message d'inconfort que nous pouvons notamment résoudre en retrouvant une bonne respiration. Ce que nous a aussi évoqué Yuki, et que personnellement je ne pratique pas encore, mais que j'ai hâte de pratiquer, c'est qu'avec une bonne maîtrise des muscles au niveau du ventre, notamment par la respiration, nous pouvons maîtriser le flux sanguin. Et au Japon, traditionnellement, les femmes ne portaient pas de serviettes périodiques et elles allaient simplement éliminer le contenu des règles en allant aux toilettes une fois tous les 2 heures, comme on élimine l'urine. Ce qui me frappe aussi beaucoup, aujourd'hui dans notre monde occidental notamment, ce sont les problématiques d'incontinence urinaire qui arrivent de plus en plus tôt. Alors ça peut être dû à des accouchements, mais aussi justement à une perte de tonicité globale au niveau des muscles du ventre, due notamment à une mauvaise respiration. C'est la raison pour laquelle nous avons donc conçu ce deuxième atelier autour de l'équilibre hormonal de la femme. Donc il est ouvert à toutes les femmes de tous les âges, des jeunes filles, adolescentes, ma fille sera présente pour l'atelier, aux personnes beaucoup plus âgées parce que nous continuons à une régulation hormonale au niveau du ventre et donc ouvert à tous les âges. Et c'est aussi l'idée avec Yuki de permettre à toutes les femmes de se rencontrer autour de cette pratique de bien-être et de beauté en vraiment un esprit de solidarité féminine pour découvrir de merveilleuses pratiques de bien-être. I was saying, dear Yuki, that all women of all ages were welcome for our workshop because I feel also it's so good that young like our modern world also tends to do. I don't know how it is in Japan, but you know, in Western world we have all young together, all middle age together, old together, and there is no communication, but we are all the same human beings at different stage of life, and it's so nurturing and so nourishing also to be able to communicate together. So this workshop is open to all ages, and I love the idea. My daughter will be present. I told her about this already, so
That's great.
And so teenagers are most welcome to our workshop as well.
Of course. And in their 60s and 70s and 80s as well.
Exactly.
And every woman needs it, is welcome as well. So if they, of course, everybody can rise to learn to breathing because they are breathing. That's a life.
Exactly. Do you have any question? Avez-vous des questions sur la pratique de Yuki, sur les ateliers? Donc Yuki a écrit, you have 2 books.
Yeah, today this is my first book and this is my 6th book.
Okay. So please take them to Paris.
Yeah.
You know, I'm learning Japanese, Yuki.
Really?
I started courses. I said this summer, intensive courses. So my purpose is to be able to read your books by the end of the year.
This is going to be a good text for you.
Amazing. But you know, because I'm starting just with hiragana for the moment, so I have a long way to go, but okay.
Great. Yeah, so maybe you can finish reading it in a year or so.
Yeah, maybe. So Yuki also but she will bring everything. She has an amazing also poster with all the postures, a CD also of meditation recorded. So she will bring everything to Paris. So I'm checking the comments. Donc non, il n'y aura pas d'autres dates. Yuki venant du Japon, elle est présente à Paris à la fin du mois d'août, début septembre. Mais je pense que ce sera tout pour 2024. Avez-vous d'autres questions? Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Okay, I guess we... Okay. Thank you so much, dear Yuki. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
See you very soon in Paris.
Yeah. And
I will be so happy to see you again. Paris is waiting for you after the Olympic Games. So breathing will be so good. Pour les inscriptions, je vous mets les liens. Je peux vous mettre les liens sous la vidéo et en story. Les inscriptions se font via le site du Centre Élément, puisque les ateliers auront lieu au Centre Élément. Donc tout se fait via le site du Centre Élément. Very big kisses. Inscription via le site du Centre Élément. Je vous mets j'enregistre la vidéo bien sûr et je vous mets tous les liens en commentaire.
Arigato.
Arigatou gozaimasu. See you very soon. Bye bye. Big kisses. Bye.